good morning. How are you all? Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm so glad that you're here to watch what I am showing you today. That's so nice of you to be here. Please give me the thumbs up if you like me to say. Make a comment would be even better still. And subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you very much in advance. So today I am participating in Margarete Miller's challenge, the CW Planner Challenge, which goes for 52 weeks of the year, and you can still get her Etsy prompts, for the challenge in her Etsy store, which I'll put a link below. And it doesn't matter how late you join in, because I joined in, I think it might have been August last year, and I just did it. That was before I did YouTube, and just did it catching up as I went along. So this week we're doing week 13. That was week 12, and that was week 11. I really love this one. Anyway, week 13. Oh, poem. So I've had this poetry book, Vivid Verse, grade 4, when I was in Mount Burt. That was just after we'd come to Australia, and that was the year after we'd come to Australia, when I was in grade 4. And that was, the book is in, I can't believe I actually still got this book. This was actually made in 1963 by a company called Rigby, which was a big publishing company up until possibly the 1980s. So I've got all these poems from a whole range of older poets, and some of the poems are quite old, that you probably wouldn't know very many of them. Some of them are very famous, like, which was on The Elephant, Here Comes the Elephant Swaying Along. Oh, not that other one. That's different. That's different from what I know. Whether the Blind Man and the Elephant. That's what I was thinking of. But yeah, there's a pretty. The book's probably a little bit sad, but it's the same look though. So just. John Keats poem, Edward Lear poem, The Owl That Passed the Pussycat, which I sort of know the first couple of verses, the first few verses sort of. Hiawatha, which I never really sort of knew. Tartary, Walter de la Mare, who was an older poet. Different poems. See, I've cut this one. That one I've got here, I've cut it out. That's why that's there. Oh, this is the one about this Blind Man and the Elephant by William Thacker. Oh, no, that's a different poem. Okay, The Blind Man and the Elephant, which I must have used for something else. And that's all. So I've had this since was 1963, 2022. So it's quite old, quite an old book, and I've hung on to it all this time. I can't believe I still got it. Anyway. So the prompts are a poem. So I've chose The Peddler's Caravan. In the old days, a man used to, it was generally a man used to come around in a caravan selling pots and pans and sewing things and materials and a whole heap of things. I don't know if that happened in Australia, but it certainly happened in England and Britain, sorry, I should say. And I've seen peddlers in American movies, so I'm assuming that happened there. I am not 100% sure if that happened here in Australia, mainly because of the distances. It may have happened in New South Wales, but I'm not sure anyway. Peddler. And a bird, so I've got a selection of birds here. A measurement. Well, I'm going to be outside the box here. I'm going to do measurement of time. So there's a measurement of time there, because it's got the hands on there. It's the same measurement of time. Didn't realise that when I picked it up. Oh dear. And the same one again, I think this one here. Oh God, pick them up, okay, pick them up. Yeah, it's the same time. So there's a measurement of time. Stitching. I bought these new stamps from Spotlight. Cost me all of $5, because I bought them for the stitching patterns. Yeah, so I've got that. And got one all lined up ready on my stamping block. So because there's real drawn all the stamps, I'm going to stamp one. Repeated rubber stamping, so I've got a butterfly one, a number, and I think that's a what do they call them? Geographical location one, that one. And the bonus is the part of used envelopes. So I actually went to the bonus first, because even though you don't have to use the bonus, you can swap out some of these other things for the bonus. I actually went looking for the bonus first, and this came from my family member from Wales, so it's got that there, and I just don't know whether I'm going to tear that in little bits so that we can have a little bit here and a little bit there kind of thing. Push the chair in, I just feel like I'm too far away, sorry. So I'm going to put do I want all the poem or just some of the poem? We'll see. Same as the stamp. Do I want all the stamp or just tear it there for the moment? The poet I've never heard of. W.B. Rands, not heard of that poet. So I've got all these birds. I might do the stamping in the background in a minute. So we're just going to work out if these, where they fit first, have a bit of a rough idea before we do the stamping. So what bird shall I have? That bird sort of goes. The nice colours on the Christmas stamp. This bird here is a bit bigger. And then maybe I could just take that off and use the stamp. I quite like that one. That's a strong possibility. We'll put that one over there because I decided not to have that one. There's a pair of birds. That sort of goes too. Don't like it as much as I like that one there though. So I'll put that there. I think that one's a bit yellow because there's blue and red and greens seem to be highlighted, and the post-avian stamp. Right, I think I'm going to go with the one with the flowers, only because I think I like the flowers. Gonna rip that bit there. It's part of an envelope. Does that count when you're just using the stamp, do you think? Quite like the stamp. Here we're going to put the stamp. So yesterday we went to pick up some gluten-free bread for myself. I just don't like the ones that you can buy from the supermarket. They're horrible. So there's a couple of bakeries that we know of that do just gluten-free stuff. So we went and did that yesterday, and then we were going to go to a cafe nearby, but they didn't do lunches on a Monday, just rolls and things like that, which I can't eat because I can eat some gluten-free things, but not, I just can't do rolls and lots of bread. So anyway, we went to another place called Henley Beach, where there's a number of cafes and restaurants, and went there, and right on the beachfront. Right on the beachfront it was. They've got this great big huge Norfolk Island pine out the front of this cafe. So we went there and had the most delicious, best fish and chips ever. So they and even though the fish was battered, and yes, I know it's not gluten-free, but for some unknown reason I can do fish batter, but I can't do lots of bread things. That's why I'm not totally gluten-free. I just have some things I can manage and other things I just can't do. My oldest daughter said, "Ellie, maybe you're FODMAP, Mum." And I said, "No, I looked at the FODMAP diet." And I said, "No, I'm not that, because I can't do lots of fruit either, fresh fruit, because it causes me a bit of grief with indigestion and things." Anyway, so we had the best fish and chips I've ever, like, even my husband said he wasn't going to order fish anymore because he'd been so disappointed that other number of times he's had fish. But oh, the fish inside was so juicy and flaky, and oh, it was just, and the batter was just really golden brown and crisp and not fatty at all. It was just looked so lovely. And these young women who were sitting near us turned around and asked us what we thought of the fish. Was it as nice? Does it taste as nice as it smelled? And we said yes, definitely. Best fish we've ever had. It was just lovely, really lovely. So yes, that was really nice. And just sitting there, seeing the sea. The cafe, we were the other one side of the cafe. The cafe was pretty nice in the sea. You could see the sea on the side, and that was really lovely. And under this big, tall Norfolk Island pine. Norfolk Island pines come from Norfolk Island, which is not very far from Australia. And we have quite a few. Seem to be must have been very popular at one stage to plant them along seaside places. A lot of seaside places seem to have them. So it was just, the breeze was lovely. What did I do with my bird? Oh, there it is. Couldn't see it for looking. It was just really lovely and cool sitting over there, and then went for a walk on the beach afterwards, which was really nice, and it's just lovely down there. I'd love to live by the beach, or near, but it's just too expensive. Anywhere by the beach is too expensive. Not right on the beach, but just sort of near the beach would be nice. So that was really lovely, because we hadn't planned to go out for lunch, but we ended up going out for lunch, and which means we didn't have to cook for tea. So that's. Does that look right? No, it still doesn't look right. Is that better? Yeah, I think I should have done that stamp a bit high anyway. So it was really lovely, but after spending time with our family, our daughters and their children on Saturday for a number of hours, granddaughter's turned out to be positive for COVID, so we're all and my son and my eldest daughter's husband, he has got tested negative for COVID. He's not feeling very well, so he may have it, but maybe he's too early to be showing positive anyway. And my other son-in-law, he's not feeling very well either, so he's at home. So they tested negative for COVID last night, but they've been told that they're close contact, because my granddaughter stayed overnight there. So we're thinking that probably we're close contacts as well, so we have to have a think about what we're going to do. We feel all right at the moment, so we're just going to monitor, because we didn't have as much contact with our granddaughter, whose name is Bethan, as much as my youngest daughter Heather and her husband Kurt, and the two boys. So Heather's gone to pick up the two boys from school, because her work told her she was a close contact, so therefore had to go home. So she's thinking that we probably are close contacts as well. But they're having a meeting today to decide about close contacts and the rules around COVID, because we're the only state that has the rule, if you're with somebody for 15 minutes, then you're a close contact. But other states have 4 hours, so they're having a meeting to discuss that today. And whether there'll be any changes to, because we're still wearing masks in public, inside venues. So we just have to wait and see what they decide. Hopefully we can get rid of the jolly masks. Hate them. I'm sure everybody else feels the same thing. I only like, don't like them because it just makes it doubly hard for me to breathe. What do you reckon? There. Yeah. Oh, I quite like it there. Let's put it there. Pleases my eye to go there. I've just realised I've got 3 clocks on that side, none on that side. Maybe I need to take one away. What I could do is, I've got to find it first. Sorry, I'm looking when I should be, and I've done this before to you. I'm so sorry. I've got a clock stamp. Let's do this. Let's do the clock stamp on this side. Must be a thing to have that same. Oh no, it's a different time. Alright, that's enough clocks. Repeated rubber stamping. Well, perhaps we need to do some more butterflies over here. I'm taking it very literal here because it said rubber stamping, so I'm rubber stamping it, not acrylic stamping it. Being very literal. Want another one? No, that's enough. Got some more numbers. Yes, I know I've got an acrylic block here, but I just find the rubber stamps don't seem to sort of stick very well with the acrylic blocks. What I could do is find a bird maybe to go on this side. The one I discarded before, which to me is the wrong colour. Maybe this other one. Cut the legs off. Cruel, Kate, cruel. Just don't know which one to use. This one here maybe, with the red and the green, because it's just too big. Excuse me a minute while I look for some more. I've got some more birds over here. Got a whole heap of them. Just got in a box over here. Sorry. Put my finger on my hand in that ink pad now. These are all fussy cut from a bird book. Let's see if we can find another colourful bird. Oh, that might work. Thing is, that's got such a beautiful jewelled background that I think it'll be hard pushed to find another one like it. Pretty, isn't it? Lucky. Oh my god, where is it? Just too big to go on that side, Kane. You've got all the things on that side, as usual. Of course. Would have been better if it'd been on that side. All the things been on that side. Deal. Yeah, I think that works. It's a bit big though, isn't it? Maybe I should use this one. The red one. Oh, I don't know why you did this before. Spend lots of time on this one. It's because I'm just a bit fussy about what kind of bird I want. I think this one's a bit too big. It would work though. Alright, let's try this one. Cut you off from your mate. Sorry. Oops. Yesterday we had a plumber come to replace some taps because they were badly leaking. Let's do those ones. That one? I think that one. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's just too big. It's just too big. I don't think I've got any small ones. Okay. Oh, let's do that. That'll do. Too fussy. Too fussy. Ah. Okay. Let's just tear that off because I want this in there somewhere. This little par avion, which means by air. Oh, I'd like to sort of use this envelope bit here as well. There, I think. The dark, they look like more hens. Love sitting there fussy cutting things out, so fussy cut all these out ages ago when I first got the book, I think. I need to have that there. Okay, so there's that, that and that. Do I want another, want some more of this stamp, I think. One with the geographical numbers to find where the site is for these particular birds, where you can find them. When I was at Teachers College, which is now you do teaching, learning how to be a teacher at uni, but when I did it, you did it at Teachers College. My husband and I both did geology, and we went out to the Flinders Ranges, which is a beautiful place in South Australia, and did some orienteering, which means you have to find out where you are and where you're going by reading the compass and working out, you know, where to go on the map, and draw the contour lines of what you can see of the surrounding lands. So that was always very interesting. Don't want any more? Don't want any more? I'll just do a little bit of stamp here. Use another rubber stamp in the red to match the flowers here. Maybe I should use the other one, the other red that I've got. What's it called? This one's Fired Brick. This one's Barn Door. Barn Door might be better. That's better. Oops. Just try to stamp on the lid. You get the ink from the lid. That's a bit silly. Dear me. Oh, silly goose. That's one good thing about this sort of doing this collage is it does make you laugh. Alright, is that enough repeated stamping, do you think? I think so. Don't want to overdo it. I think that looks fine. Do you want any borders? I do tend to sort of like to outline some things because they sort of get lost in the whole picture. So That's better. Something for the bird, maybe. That's good. Very straight there, Kay. Whoop. Stay on the edge. So my husband's outside, isn't it? Tony is outside removing a stump of a tree that's died. He's sort of been doing a bit over the time he got rid of the branches a while ago. Now dug up the stump because you can only put a little bit at a time in the green waste bin, which is for like green waste, like tree, like cuttings or vegetable matter that you have, or can go in the green waste bin. So I've been doing a little bit at a time. Plus it's hard work digging out a stump. So he's done that this morning while I'm in here in the cool having a wonderful time creating. I don't know if that stuck down very well. Let's have a look. No. Just fine collaging, and do I want to put a little border in that one? Maybe. And maybe this one. Oh, sorry, you might not be able to hear me. Beg your pardon. And maybe the more hens down the side. We need a bit of an outline. So I think this is a. It's been a while since I looked at the book. I think it's Australian Birds by a person called Robin Hill. I've got a few of his books. One with these glossy pictures, and another one that I found with matte pictures. It's interesting because some of the pictures are the same. It's got the same name. The book is called the same thing, but the pictures aren't all the same all the way through. So maybe different editions. Can't remember. But I think it's enough. Alright, so stitching. That's what I've forgotten. Hey, stitching. So I believe this is the stamp that I showed you from before. I've just realised there's a fault in the middle of it as well, so I don't know how this is going to work. It's the first time I've used this one. It's best to use a permanent ink on a new acrylic stamp for it to work properly. Maybe I shouldn't have stamped it all. Yes, Kay. You shouldn't have stamped it all. Because that's not the look you want to achieve here. That's better. Yeah, I like that. Like that a lot. And a bit on this side. Why not? Of course, the block is on the wrong side, isn't it, Kay? And it's not leaving a good impression. Do I want a bit up the top there? No, I reckon just a little bit there maybe. Okay, I probably should have turned it around that way. So I could have, that way, I should have done it that way. Let's see if you can fix it up. No, because the Stamp wouldn't work that way. Okay. Alright. That'll be enough stamping for now. And we just need to do the number 13. Unlucky for some. I'm going to do it on here because every time I do it on the page it goes through the other side. Oh, sorry. Oh dear. So sorry. Oh, I bumped that by mistake. I went to lift my hand. God. Oh, I hope that didn't make you feel sick. Sorry. 30. Alright. Let's see if I've got everything now. A poem. Yes, from an old book. When I haven't got the name. Can't see the name. Perhaps I should write it down again. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Bird. Got a couple of birds. A measurement of time. Stitching here, here, and here, and here. And lots of repeated rubber stamping and a portion of a used envelope. So I've just taken basically the interesting bits. Anyway, so sorry, I'm just put my lid back on properly here. I don't want to dry out. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me today. Please give me the thumbs up. Make a comment to be even better still. Help me grow my channel. And I hope you subscribe to join me next time. Please come back. Bye.